No one forces you to be convenient for others or to adjust to them. You choose everything yourself. If you choose to adjust and sacrifice yourself, then you shouldn't be surprised if someone allows themselves inappropriate behavior, ignores you, or devalues you. Be honest with yourself about what you want, what kind of attitude you want toward yourself, and on what terms you want to build your life, relationships, and self-realization. Don't be afraid to talk about it. We often live according to the expectations of others, forgetting that we have the right to our own desires, goals, and dreams. By adjusting to others, we sometimes lose ourselves and stop hearing our true needs. But life becomes truly meaningful only when we live in harmony with ourselves. Admitting what you want is the first step toward freedom. It's not about selfishness, it's about honesty. Do you want respect? Talk about it and show how you want to be respected. Do you want attention? Ask for it from those who can give it. Don't be afraid to be yourself. But to express your desires, you first need to understand them. Ask yourself, what is important to me? What do I value in people? What kind of life brings me joy and fulfillment? What am I willing to share? And what do I categorically reject? Answers to these questions help outline your boundaries. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about protecting yourself. When you know your boundaries and can express them, you gain more respect. People begin to understand how to treat you, and some may even leave your life because your values no longer align. And that's okay. Sometimes we fear losing people, agreeing to inconveniences, or silently accepting their attitudes. But real relationships don't fall apart because of boundaries. Instead, they become stronger. After all, people who truly value you will respect your desires and aspirations. Don't fear loneliness. It's not a punishment, but a time to get to know yourself, learn to love yourself, and value your own company. When you understand that you are your main support, you begin to build relationships with the world differently. The world, by the way, always responds to your inner changes. The more you respect yourself, the more people around you feel it and treat you accordingly. If you want warmth, start by being warm to yourself. If you want understanding, learn to listen to your own emotions and desires. Life is too short to live someone else's dreams and goals. Start each day with the question, what can I do for myself today to feel happier? These can be small steps, reading a book, taking a walk, spending time with loved ones, or simply allowing yourself to rest. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to please everyone. But you owe it to yourself to be honest and kind. Every choice you make shapes your reality. And when you start living according to your inner truth, you find strength, joy, and a desire to move forward. Don't sacrifice yourself for approval. Those who truly value you won't demand that you betray your essence. Seek out those who see the real you, not the image you're trying to create for acceptance. Mistakes are an integral part of the journey to understanding yourself. They teach us to recognize when we've gone astray and help us return to the right path. It's important not to fear making mistakes. A mistake is not the end, it's the beginning of new understanding. The key is not to dwell on guilt or regret, but to learn from these experiences and move forward. Every time you choose yourself, you grow, even if it causes discomfort in others or makes you feel scared. In these moments, it's important to remember, you have the right to be the main character of your own life. You are not a supporting role created to advance someone else's story. Not everyone will accept your transformation. People may resist, trying to keep you within the old boundaries. That's normal. Don't strive to gain the approval of everyone. Live as you see fit. Those who truly value you will accept you as you are. Honesty with yourself is the foundation of everything. Sometimes it's painful. Admitting that you've stayed silent, endured, or betrayed yourself for the sake of others is not easy. but it's the only way to start building a new, more conscious life. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Acknowledging your feelings and weaknesses isn't weakness, it's strength. It allows you to be authentic, not hiding behind a mask. When you're open with yourself, it becomes easier to understand what you want and how to achieve it. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. Don't rush to do everything, meet everyone's expectations, or be perfect. Be yourself, with all your imperfections, dreams, and fears. That's what makes you unique. One of the biggest mistakes we make is waiting for the perfect moment. We think, when I become stronger, smarter, more confident, then I'll start living the way I want. But the perfect moment doesn't exist. Life is happening here and now. Every day is a chance to change something. Listen to your feelings. If a decision causes internal discomfort, it's a signal. Don't ignore it. You always know what's right for you, you just sometimes don't want to admit it. Learn to forgive yourself. We're often too hard on ourselves, blaming ourselves for past mistakes or failures, but they're already behind you. All you can do is accept them as part of your story and move on. And remember, you don't have to know or be able to do everything. You don't have to be strong all the time. Allow yourself to be human. Sometimes, take a break, make mistakes, or ask for help. This doesn't make you weaker, it makes you alive. Each time you choose yourself, you take a step toward inner freedom. You get closer to the life you want to live, and most importantly, you learn to love yourself. And self-love is the foundation of everything.